So let's say we are having this connector. The first obvious thing for you to do is just clean it up. By cleaning it up using an isopropyl, you can use home dry, you can use petrol, whichever cleaning detergent that you have. Whichever cleaning liquid that you have is okay. Clean it first, make sure it's okay. It does not have any debris in there. Make sure it is super clean. Super clean. Okay, so this is iPhone 11 and it does not have this one. And this one, you have just proven that this one, or you just already know that this one is the display connector. So the second thing that we're going to do here, or the final thing for under diagnosis we're going to do here, is to take measurements of each and every pin. You see, that is why iPhones are charged expensively. Repairing of iPhones takes a lot. It requires a lot. We are going to take measurements of each and every single pin you see here that is responsible for display. Your red probe on ground already. Then the first pin you're going to measure is this one. Then measure that pin here, that one. And of course, there is no value. It is blank. The multimeter is blank. This line is open. Here, there is no value. Then the second one, I'm getting some value, 634. The third one, I'm getting some value. The fourth one, I'm getting open line. The fourth one, some value. The fifth one, same as the sixth one. The seventh, some value. The eighth, and these values have to be correct. The ninth one, 10th, 11th, and 12th. This is a 24 pin connector. Then we go to the downside. Here you're having some value. That one is GND. That one, all of these ones have value. All this one, this one, this one, ground, this one, this one, this one, this one, this one. So we are having several ground pins and we are having two open lines. Now you cannot do guesswork here. You cannot do guesswork. Here you just have to know whatever you are doing and must be correct. Then you should either be having another motherboard that is working to do comparison with, or have something that we call a schematic diagram. There are so many schematic diagrams online, and this one is one of them. This one is called Bonnell schematic diagrams. I have talked about the Bonnell schematic diagrams and how useful it is. I have just opened iPhone 11 schematic, and this one is a bitmap image of iPhone 11. This one is a bitmap image of iPhone 11, and this is the connector that we are looking at here. Now we expand it. This is the connector that we are looking at. When we expand it further, you see that these red pins, these ones are for voltage. Then we expand it further, we will find out that we should get some value on the first pin. We should also get some value on the second pin. It is written, they are written, the values are written already. 0257, 0496, you see? The third one, 0355. Then the fourth one is OL. Remember, we had two OL lines. The first pin, this one, was OL, the second, third, and the fourth pin was OL. So here we are having this one, the fourth pin as OL. It should be OL from the beginning. But this one should not be open line, this one. The first pin, which is this one. I've just zoomed it in, this one. I've zoomed it in, and the first pin should not be OL. You can see here. Here. This one. So what are you going to do after this point? After finding out that this pin, as you can see on this multimeter, this pin should not be OL at all. It should be having some value, some significant value, some resistance value. Let us see. This pin should not be OL, this one. You see, it is one. Or if you are using an auto range multimeter, it will give you OL. But that one should not be OL. Though there is a problem. The second one is okay. But this one, there is a problem. So what do? We want to find out where we are missing this track. And this one, you have to measure with immediately with the base, this one. So there is some continuity. That means, if you're getting some continuity here, it means that this pin is attached to the ground correctly. It's attached to the base correctly. But you are still finding an OL value. So with bitmap image, you click on that pin, the first one. Then it is going to give you a direction of where a clue of where you're going to check next. Expand it. So there is a point where the pin is heading to directly. The first point where the pin is heading to is this layer, L. And there is a component here that is labeled L. And of course, we all know by our teachings that an L symbol means an inductor. So this one is a coil. And most definitely, there is a problem with the coil. Here, the problem is we are not getting value on this side. And this coil is supposed to give you value on this side and this side. So if we are getting value on this side, it means if we should get value on this side, it means that the other side is correct. Okay? So if the other side is correct, then what can we do here? We can either replace this coil with another or just create a jumper to bridge this gap. The missing value is probably on this coil. We will check. Now let us check on that coil. I just scratched a part of that coil using a very sharp tweezer. Using a very sharp tweezer, you can scratch here. Here we are having this coil here, this one. This coil is underneath this chip here. This coil is immediately under this chip. There is a capacitor there on top of it. There is a cap on top of it under this chip. Then there is a coil here. This coil is this one. So you are going to scratch this coil. Carefully scratch it. Scratch this glue. Scratch it completely. And scratch it completely. And try to find out, are you getting any value from the opposite end? Are you getting any value from the opposite end? If you are having a value here, let us see. If you are having value here, yeah, we are getting some value there on the opposite end. Let us see. Here, 306. But here, we aren't getting anything. And a coil or an inductor should be giving you a beep. It should be a continuous circuit. With an inductor, you should be having a continuous circuit. It should be giving you a beep. So you're having some value there and some value down there. No value down there and some value up. 306. You're getting some resistance on top of the other side of the opposite side of the coil. But here there is no resistance. That means probably the coil is faulty. So the best thing for us to do at the moment is to create a jumper from here to here. We can create a jumper from this point to this point. These things are very minute. If I show you directly, these things are very minute, very, very minute. But we are going to do that one as a practical lesson today. You should create a jumper from this point to this, from this point to this. So as I was saying, guys, this one, this is the connection point between, there is a connection between this point and that one. And we can do that one by measuring with continuity mode. Then you will hear the beep sound. You should be getting a continuity between this, from this point to this one to the opposite end. Then here we are having a probe here and another probe on this point. It is continuous, okay? But if you measure on this other point, this end, you're not getting anything. But it should be giving you continuity because this one, as I said, is an inductor. Then the best solution, the quickest solution for us to do is either we create a jumper here or just replace the inductor. Then this thing will work. So that is what we are going to do at the moment. This is the display connector. And we are on continuity mode. We want to find out what is the problem with this, what is bringing about the display issue. Of course, we have the display light, we have tested, but there is a problem. We believe that it lies in this connector or something that is connected or related to this connector. This is the display connector for iPhone 11. Then what we are going to do here, we are going to test pin after pin so that we get the exact value that is required. Now that we do not know the values of head, we have to have assistance of this kind of thing. It is called Borneo schematics. We're going to have assistance of this kind of thing that is called Borneo schematics. And with the Borneo schematics, we will look at a bitmap image. It is going to give us just like a presentation, a map, a plan, a presentation. Then this one is the display connector. This one is the display connector. We are going to zoom it in, slowly zoom it in. It's J800. All J's on Borneo schematic or on schematics mean that it is a connector. Then with the J800, let me close this one and expand further J800 so that we can have a clear view of J800. J800 is our display connector. J800 is our display connector. Let us see here. And with this display connector, we can see that there is some red value here. That means that there is some voltage that is coming there. There is some voltage that is supposed to be coming here. If we zoom further, we are going to find that there is some value here, 0257. This one is if you are using a fluke kind of multimeter. There is 0496, there is 0335, there is OL, an open line, and what have you, so many values all through this connector, so many values all through the J800 connector. That one is the display connector. We also have the gray parts. These gray parts, of course, are GND, the ground part. Okay. Now with the J800 connector for iPhone 11, we are going to take measurements while we compare here. So let us start here. Let us put on our multimeter and start here. This one is ground, and we can have some base here. Let me reduce it slowly, and have a clear view of this connector. Then we are going to have this one. We'll use this one as our ground basis. This one GND. Yes. Then here you should see some value here. As it is indicated here. You should get some value on the first pin. Now let us measure the first pin. Nothing. There is nothing on the first pin. Let us measure the second pin. There is something. Third pin, yes. And the fourth pin is OL. It is okay. It is supposed to be an open line. Okay? So there should be no signal there. The fifth pin, some value. The sixth, the seventh, the eighth, the ninth, the 10th, the 11th, the 12th, the 13th. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. 13 pins. So this one is a 26 pin connector. 13 on the top side, 13 on the lowest side. We check on the lowest section. Okay, we have GND there, which is GND here. Then the third, the fourth, the fifth should also be GND. The sixth, the seventh, the eighth should also be GND. Let us see. The first, the second GND, third, fourth, fifth should be GND. 6, 7, 8 GND, 9, 10 some value, 11 GND, 12 some value, 13 some value. So the only problem that we have here, the only problem that we are facing here is this pin. This one does not have value, yet it is supposed to be having some value here. This rate 0257. What we are going to do is we are going to check where is this pin heading to. Where is this pin heading to? This pin, we should click on it like this, and it should give us a map where it is heading to here. And now we can find out that it is heading to a certain component not far from the connector. Let us zoom it in, and this component, as we've seen, is an L800. All symbols that are represented by L are inductors. An inductor is a coil. And how do you test a working coil? A working coil should give you a beep if you put your multimeter on diode mode or on a buzzer mode, from one probe on this end and another on the other end. What I mean is one probe on this end and another on the other end, it should be giving you a beep on diode mode. So we are going to check this pin. Of course, we have already checked this well attached on this point. Let us double check here under continuity. Let us check here. Yeah, it is continuous. So it should be, I have already scratched this surface here. So this pin should be giving us a continuous measurement to this. Now let us take that and this pin, continuous. It should also be giving us a continuous measurement to the opposite end, which is not doing so. That means there is a problem with this inductor, and the best solution for that is by looping or creating a jumper or replacing the inductor. So we are going to replace this inductor, or we are going to create a jumper here that we link the opposite end to the one that we want to the connector. This end should be linked to this one. So this one we are going to clean it completely. Just clean the debris, clean the gum, the glue. This one, let us see. Just a minute, taking some time here. These are very minor things. What you see, this is just a sample of that motherboard. That thing is in between here. You cannot see it with your bare eyes. It has just been magnified. That thing I've said is in here. You cannot see it with the bare eyes. This one's a sample. This one's just another motherboard of the same kind. It's in here. Very, very minor. Very, very minute. You can see this is the complete motherboard. And this is the section that we are looking at. This one. This is that section. This one. So it has just been magnified. You will need a microscope. Those who say that a microscope is not important, now here comes the challenge. And we are going to have our inductor fixed here. Just a minute, a minute or so. Let's expose it here. Now we take our gun, soldering gun, and a looping wire. We will also need a looping wire and create a jumper there. Even if you short this one to this one, it will be okay. So we are going to have some low melt solder here. We are going to remove this inductor. We're going to remove it and replace it with a jumper. You can remove it like that. Damaged inductor, you can see. You can remove it like that and loop this point. So this phone had a hard knock. It hit hard on the ground. So what we are going to create here is just a simple loop. A simple loop. So here, I don't want to use the hot air. Just want to go the easiest manual way. Easiest manual way, not too rough. And here. And then that is our point. Now we are going to create a jumper here. A loop. Let me use the hot air now because this one is becoming hectic. That one. Instead of a coil, I'm going to create this jumper. This one is the solution to our problem. Just a minute, I lost it already. Is it gone? Lost it, but we are going to create another one. There is no problem. So let's create something here. It's very minute thing. And this jumper is going in here. Come on, go on again. Here. That one. Then we put on our wax. I'm not going to remove that one there. Some little paste. Some little paste here. And I'm gonna apply here some paste. Just a little. Okay, don't worry about the visuals. But you're going to see the end results here. Very sorry, my microscope is not blurry. But you're going to see the end results for sure. That one. Okay. We are done. We already created a jumper there. You can see. You can see. Okay, let me zoom it out. And you can see this jumper here. It's this jumper here that we have already created. Now let us take the measurement of this pin. The one that we are looking at. Let us take the measurement of that pin. Continuity mode. Let's take a measurement of this pin. We have some value. 254, 253. Very nice. and that is what we call money. That is what we call money. You're having some value there. Let us see again. 257. Let us see. 267. It is okay. There should be an error because this one is not a fluke multimeter. Then, as sure as the sun will rise tomorrow, this thing is going to display. So let us test with our screen. Let us test, and just a minute. You can now test with any non-working screen, any good working screen. The one that you already know is good working, and I can bet that this thing is going to display. Just a minute. There's some dirt here. I want to wipe it off. So we are going to test. Just plug in the screen and this one, then the battery. Then we say 1. Just a minute. Yeah, everything is intact. Say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You're there. The phone is displaying. Now this phone had display issues. This phone had display issues. The owner was so worried, he thought that it was not going to work. But out of what we teach here, I always tell you that I teach what I experience. We've managed to fix this phone. This phone had display issues, and now the owner has to be called and give us some 10,000 Kenya shillings because of the knowledge that we do here, the knowledge that we give here. You see, the phone is now working, and I've taken you step by step on how to fix this phone. We call it a successful business. We'll meet again another time and explain another issue or fix another problem. We have just completed the fixing of this phone, and we are going to power it on 1 second, 2 seconds, 3 seconds, 4 seconds. The 5th second is powering on. You have seen that the display is back already. My name is Dr. Philip. This is what we do. This is what brings us food to the table. This is our business. We do teach this kind of art. You are welcome at Kenya Cinema Plaza, 4th floor, room number 42. Kenya Cinema Plaza is right at the junction of Ronald Ngala and Boy Avenue, Nairobi, Kenya, CBD. This one has had display issues, and I have taken you on step by step how to fix such kind of problem. But don't go ahead and copy this kind of thing if you're not sure, because not all problems will lead you to where I'm touched. Maybe the display might be having a problem because maybe the connector has issues on another issue has issues on another place rather than whatever we've just fixed. You have to know how to use a multimeter. You have to know how to measure these components. You have to know what a capacitor is, an inductor is, a diode is, and all of these ones. If they are in the line of display, they might be having issues. It is not always that point. Just don't copy and paste. This is Dr. Phil. You are welcome.